when the new manager suddenly changes everything. Part 2. The next day, Jenna called me into her office unexpectedly. And that's when things took an even stranger turn. Jenna's office felt colder than usual when she asked me to sit down. I braced myself, expecting a confrontation or another dismissal of my concerns. Instead, she looked unusually serious, almost hesitant. "I know you've been uneasy about the changes," she began. "And honestly, I've noticed you've been pushing back more than the others. I want to hear your side. The sudden invitation to speak openly was unexpected, and I almost mistrusted it. Was this a setup? Or was she genuinely open to dialogue?" So I told her everything. The struggles with the new pace, the fear of being sidelined, and the anonymous tip I'd received about the company's shift in priorities. Jenna listened, nodding quietly, but without showing much emotion. When I finished, she sighed. "That tip? It's true. We're moving on from some legacy projects because the market is changing fast, and the board wants results immediately." She explained that her aggressive style came from pressure she'd been under for months, from upper management and investors demanding rapid transformation. Jenna wasn't trying to micromanage for the sake of control. She said she was trying to save the company. This explanation didn't erase the unease I felt, but it gave context. Then she surprised me again by offering me a chance. Not the Exile project, but to lead a small experimental team tasked with developing a new product line. "You're the only one I trust to get this off the ground," she said. I was stunned. After weeks of feeling dismissed, here was a vote of confidence that I hadn't expected. But I had questions about the anonymous tip. Who sent it, and why? Jenna looked as though she'd anticipated the question. "There are factions inside this company," she said. "Not everyone agrees with the direction we're headed. Some want to sabotage the change, keep things comfortable and stagnant." She admitted that trust was a fragile commodity right now. She offered me a choice: join her initiative and help steer the company's future, or stay where I was and risk becoming irrelevant. It felt like a test of loyalty, and the stakes were higher than I'd realized. The afternoon ended with me walking out, torn between relief and suspicion. Jenna was extending a lifeline, but I wasn't sure if climbing aboard meant sinking with her or steering us both to safety. That night I couldn't sleep. I replayed every interaction, trying to read between the lines. Then my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number: "Be careful who you trust." Jenna isn't the only one with secrets. The game is far from over. Check part 3 in profile.